Hi everyone, welcome back. On this video, we will be moving along to the second step of the onboarding process for the new hires in My Staffing Pro, which is completing the offer letter information. So here we are in the screen where we are defaulted after adding our new applicant. And from here, we will be moving along to the requisition. And when I start requisition, I'm talking about the applicant requisition, not the company requisitions in here. So be sure to select the right one so you can be defaulted to the right screen. So we're gonna go here to the requisition for the applicant. And you will see the requisition that you selected for it. And right here on the right corner, you will see a little button where you can go and view edit the applicant. All right. So right down here, you'll see that we have the status selection back in here. And this is the part that we're going to go and either select OB applicant onboarding on site. This is obviously if you as the manager is going to be completing this on behalf of the employee, or you could do the applicant sign, and this is the employee will be completing this himself. This will trigger a link, an email with a link that will prompt the new hire to complete his own paperwork. So depending on which option you are going to use according to the new hire, then that will be your selection in here. Now, for the purpose of this training, I'm not going to be triggering the action just now, so I'm going to keep it as an AP qualify for now, but this will be the point where you want to now select the option. So we're going to go straight to the offer letter information so you can complete that. So here on the first one will be the background check and drug test statement. And as you all know, all our new hires require to be drug tested and background checked previous to their employment. So we always going to be selecting the first option right in here. All right. So our second option right in here will be the manager name. And if you are the manager extending this offer to the new hire, then, or you are the manager who handles the property, your name will be in here. If you are not, then it will be the name of the manager who handles the property. So on this exercise, I'm going to be using myself. The following one in here is the exempt or not exempt. For those who are not familiar, the exempt employees are all the employees based on salaried. Non-exempt employees will be any employee based on hourly wages. So for this exercise, I'm going to be hiring an hourly employee. So I'm going to be using my non-exempt. And the following field in here will be either a full-time or part-time. You do your selection according to what you're offering to this new hire. So I'm going to do a full-time. Now the department name, as you may see in here, the department name, for those who sometimes confuse it, is not in fact the actual department name. It will be the property name, what I need to be listed in here. So do not put a housekeeping nor overnight, any of that in here. What in fact I need in here is the property name. So I'm just going to choose one. All right, so for the pay rate, the pay rate is basically what you're offering this person to be compensated. And I would like this to be typed as full format if it's possible, only because however you type it in here will be the way that it will be showing in the offer letter. So on the offer non-compete confidentiality statement, on this field right now you don't have to complete it, only because it used to be a statement, but right now we have a full document in the e-sign documents in there. So this statement is no longer needed in there. So we're going to skip over right to the pay rate type. Since I am working with an hourly employee, then it will be by hour. But obviously, if you were going to be working with a salaried employee, then your selection should be pay period. Now moving along down on the offer decision date. Not to confuse the decision date is not the date that the manager decided to extend the offer to the candidate. Is the date that the candidate have to decide if they want to accept the offer or not. So if you want to grant the opportunity to the candidate to have a few days to think about it, then you put the date that the offer letter needs to be signed in order to continue the onboarding process. If not, if the person is already in knowledge and already wants to go on board, you can use today's date on this section. So I'm going to use today's date, and we're going to move along with the pay frequency. On the pay frequency, that will obviously depend on what market you are. We have bi-weekly markets and we have a weekly market. In this case, since I am working on New York, I'm going to be using my weekly. But for any other market who is paid on a bi-weekly basis, then bi-weekly will be what you will be typing right here. So moving down to the contact number, and this number is the number that the candidate will be calling if they have any question or any challenges with the offer letter. If it's with the manager who is extending the offer letter, then they can type here their contact number. If it's not, then the office number can be always used for this section. Also, the offer letter company rep. Once again, if you will be the rep for this offer letter, then your name will be here along with your title down here. But if not, you can always use also office information to complete this section. And once all the necessary fields are completed, then we are going to save it. All right. So as you guys might know, for who have worked with this on the past, if you have done any selection on the status, that will prompt you to do a following step. But for the sake of this exercise, I choose not to. So I hope you guys find this information useful, and thank you.